Hello again. So today we're going to discuss lesson 6.2, solve inequalities using multiplication and division. So last couple of days we've been talking about the addition and subtraction. You complete your level folder, now you're up to level folder 2 working on those type of inequalities. Same thing, your worksheet assignment after you're done with video notes will be 6.2 worksheet, and after that you can have some chat over the math discussion, and with this you will be ready to submit and finalize the folder completion. So, solving. Well, let's take a look at a few examples of inequalities and decide if this is true or false. Is 5 less than 6? Yes, it is. So that will be true. Is negative 5 less than negative 3? I feel like there may be some questions here. Let me draw you a number line. So we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So, is negative 5 less than negative 3? Yes, it is. True. 4 less than 6? Yes, that's also true. Is negative 8 less than negative 2? Yes, it is. Again, when we have negative numbers, negative 8 is always on the left and negative 2 is close to 0. So numbers who are on the left mostly will be less than those on the right side. Okay, so be careful with that, and that was just a little kind of open mind questions. Okay, key concept. Key concept for multiplying and dividing by a negative number, we need to remember to flip the inequality symbol. So this is a really important key concept, and we did mention that before, but again, I want you to be very careful because some of the questions could be a little bit tricky when you're working with that. So only when you're multiplying or dividing by negative number, you gotta flip the inequality symbol. This is the only case with negative numbers. Again, change the direction of the inequality symbol. For example, if it's less than, it becomes greater. If it's less or equal, then becomes greater or equal. So the following examples will show us maybe some of those. We'll start with the first one. Negative 3k greater than 21. So we will divide by negative 3. And because we're dividing, we're going to flip the sign from greater to less, and we will say k is less than negative 7. Once you calculate correctly, then final thing will be to graph it. So negative 7 right here, open circle, all k values will be less than. And you're done with this example. Now, we have m over 4 greater or equal negative 6. In this case, we're going to multiply by 4. Is 4 a negative number? No, 4 is a positive number, so we don't need to change the inequality symbol. I will just copy m greater or equal negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. So again, just because I multiply by positive number, I'm not changing the inequality symbol. We're leaving the same. So m greater or equal at negative 24 will be closed circle. All values for m will be to the right. Another example, we have 26 less than 2x. So if I divide by 2 both sides, I will get 13 is less than x. Well, 13 will be somewhere here, open circle. Again, x is on the right side. It says x is greater than 13. X greater than 13 will be to the right of my number line. Awesome. So I'm moving on. If you need to pause it, please do so. And we're going to do several more examples. Now, negative 3k greater than 21. Alright, so we will divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Those cancel. K will be less than negative 7. Which I think we already did this example. Probably I add. That's okay. So negative 7 here, open circle. K is less than will be that way. Well, we just completed. I'm sorry, this is a little bit confusion. Alright, so we actually did those 3 examples. Sorry for the repetition, my mistake. Let's try those. So just following the previous three examples that we did, I want you to try on your own and be careful. First example here is x over 3 greater than 8. Then I have x over negative 3 greater than 8. Then I have 8 plus y equals 21. So please try this on your own and be careful with the symbol that states which one is inequality, which one is equation, which one do we need to flip the sign, which one we don't need to flip the sign. So please pause the video and try on your own. Otherwise, I will continue solving the examples. So if you're not sure about solution, just follow me. So x over 3 greater than 8, we multiply by 3 both sides. Those two cancel, so x greater than 24. Okay, 24 is right here. Open circle, x greater goes in this direction. And we're done. Next example, x divided by negative 3 greater than 8, so we need to multiply by negative 3 both sides. Negative 3 and negative 3 cancel. We have x, flip the sign from greater, change to less than, and then 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. So now we have negative 24 over here, and open circle, x value are less than, so we're going to this direction. So look at the difference between, we multiply with positive number over here, all the value for the positive solution will be greater, and right here we multiply by negative number, we had to flip the sign, we get negative answer, and all the solutions went to the left. That's why it's really important to see the difference between and be careful with solving the examples. The next example is just equation. So if I subtract 8 from both sides, those two cancel, we'll get y equals positive 13. Positive 13. And I will say this is 13 and this will be my y value. Remember, with equations, we're not changing or going to the left or to the right. This is exactly what y is equal to. And final example of this video. Let me zoom this a little bit so you can see better. A student pilot plans to spend 80 hours on flight training to earn private license. This student has saved $6,000 for training. Which inequality can you use to find a possible hourly rate R that the student can afford to pay for a training? So which one will be the possible that you can get for this training? So we have 80 hours times hourly rate, right? Because each 1 hour is equal 1 hourly rate in hours. So the rate will be in hours, will be equal 80 hours total. So you want to know how much money you need to spend for 80 hours. So 80 hours times the hourly rate, this hourly rate in hours, has to be what? Greater or less than or equal to 6,000. So let's think, if it's greater, you would not be able to pay for your training. But if it's less than, then you're gonna have enough money. Could be equal to 6,000, of course, you have exactly $6,000. So the right or the solution that you're looking for will be B. Because again, 80 hours times the rate should be lesser equal $6,000 total. Alright, well, with this we will end our second video of the inequalities, and today you're going to solve more inequalities that will be involved some negative division, multiplication numbers. So please keep in mind this key concept, very important one. When you're multiplying or dividing by negative number, you always have to flip the inequality symbol. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll take questions during class time. Have a great day.